on guys, Star_Scholar 2001 here, bringing you another Roblox Loomian Legacy video for you guys today. And today, I'm going to be taking a tour of the Atlantean Museum. The dialogue for this is relatively long, so I said, why not record a separate video on this? So, yeah, I'm gonna go in, get my reaction, and hopefully you guys enjoy. Let's go on ahead and meet up with the gang. Hey, Star-Lord is here now. Great, everyone's finally here. We almost got lost on our way here. Oh, Star-Lord, did you get those tickets for the battle theater? Yes, I did. Awesome, thank you. Sweet, are we all ready to go tour the Atlantean Museum? Almost. Let's discuss what we learned while we were split up first. Let's start with Lucy. Well, I met up with my aunt in Atlantean Park and asked her some questions. She hasn't noticed anything peculiar around town though. But I suppose that's good for the city's sake, but not great news for us. What about you, Lucas? Were you able to learn anything? Well, the truth is I kind of procrastinated our whole detective thing. I figured it could wait until after I finished eating, but once I finished my meal, I felt awful and had to rest. Who didn't see that coming? It's okay, Lucas. Don't beat yourself up over it. Mabel and I talked to several people at Variable Design before we did our shopping. Unfortunately, we didn't learn anything noteworthy. There was one lady who told us about her husband, how her husband lost their fortune to a himber with an unyielding poker face. Lol. That was probably the most useful lesson I learned today. So it seems that there is nothing out of the ordinary going on in Atlantean City. If a piece of the stone tablet had come here, there would be signs of the corruption which inevitably follows. The folks around here would definitely notice if people and Loomians were acting violently for no reason. This is a pretty big city. We shouldn't give up just yet. That is true. We've still got the museum and battle theater. Maybe we'll find a clue in one of those. Besides, didn't Star-Lord's dad mention we might gain additional insight from this museum tour? What do you think he wanted us to see here anyway? He said I say we head inside and find out. Yeah, let's go. Oh, my parents are here. Okay, hello. Surprised to see us, champ? Your mother and I decided to come down and see you and your friends ourselves. It's good to finally get to meet you all in person. This is a nice surprise. We weren't expecting to see you here. This is awesome. We get to meet your parents, Star-Lord. We figured it would be a nice change of pace for us to get out since we're usually stuck at the lab. My wife was also really worried about how Star-Lord was doing and wanted to catch up in person. Oh, sweetie, your father and I have missed you so much. We are so impressed with how well you've handled yourself since you embarked on your adventure. Between your success at preventing further spread of the stone's corruption and your victories over battle theater challenges, we couldn't be more proud. I knew letting you venture out on your own would be just fine. That's right, you definitely take after your mother and I. You know from all the stories we've told that we, too, lived lives of full adventure when we were about your age. That's how your father and I met after all. We both had a love for adventure and discovery, which led us to our greatest discovery, our greatest discovery of all, our love for each other. Oh, my heart is melting right now. Cringe. Haha, speaking of discovery, I have something to share with you. As soon as we got here, I met with my old friend and colleague, Benjamin. I explained what we've been up to. He allowed us to utilize a spare room in the museum to set up our equipment. Within half an hour, we picked up a signal from a piece of the tablet. We were able to confirm that it is somewhere in Atlantean City. It's in Atlantean City? Like, inside the dome? Yes, according to our readings. We actually spent some time exploring the city before coming here, and we found no evidence of corruption. True. If it were here, wouldn't there be signs of people or Loomians going crazy? That is something that has me concerned too. The people and Loomians in Atlantean City appear to be unaffected. I am concerned that somebody could be keeping it hidden, similar to what happened in Sephiroth City. I see. That is troubling to consider. What should we do then? Our equipment has not yet triangulated the signal to a precise location. I'll need some time to do a little bit more collaboration before I can better determine its position within the city. However, I am certain it is here. Anyway, there is something else I would like you all to see while you are here. When we got here, Benjamin gave us a quick tour of the museum. They have something on display that I think might be related to our lost stone tablet. Let me go and get Benjamin, and we'll have him give us all the tour, and he can show you what he's found. Wait, I'm confused. Does he mean that they have something here at the museum that is related to the stone tablet that has caused all of the corruption? That's what it sounded like. I wonder what it could be. Everyone, this is Benjamin, one of my oldest friends. Hello, Benjamin. Well, now this must be Star-Lord. The last time I saw you, you were still learning to walk. Time sure has flown by since then. I am a Loomian archaeologist and researcher. Ever since the discovery of the ruined lost city just outside of Atlantean City, I've devoted most of my time to studying it and its people. We've learned a lot about the history of the world that had once been lost to time. And yet, there are still so many hidden secrets and mysteries woven throughout our discoveries. Your parents may have helped me fill in some of those gaps in the short time since they've arrived. That is what I wanted to show them while they were all here. Ben, would you be willing to give them the same tour that you gave us earlier? No problem at all. Sharing my work is my favorite thing to do after all. If you would all follow me, we'll get started right away. Okay, I guess let's see what's in store. We'll start here first. This area will help familiarize you with what we've been calling the Lost City. Prior to the discovery of the Lost City, the oldest records we had of mankind were those which are archived at the pagoda just outside of Hiowa Village. The inhabitants of the Lost City predate those records by thousands of years. Behind me is a visual concept of what part of the ancient city may have looked like based on what few artifacts remain of their architecture. So you've discovered bits and pieces of the ancient civilization? Correct. Somewhere out in the ocean, there must be more complete remains of the lost city. However, it's been quite difficult to search some areas of the sea around Atlantean City. The problem lies with the rough terrain. There are an unnatural number of trenches and conduits that branch out great distances in all directions. So you think that parts of the lost city could have been swallowed up by these channels in the ocean bed? That is exactly my theory. Nothing else really seems to make sense. Where else could an entire city have gone? How did the lost city end up in the ocean in the first place? That is another mystery that I hope to solve in time. So what does a lost city in the ocean have to do with our search for chunks of the stone tablet? Mabel, don't be rude. Let him finish. Oh, sorry. Haha, no worries. I'm glad you asked, actually. If you followed me over here, I'll show you our main attraction. That is the stone tablet. But it's cracked. Why is it cracked? Huh. It's more than just a rock. You big goof, there's writing all over it. This is a part of what I wanted everyone to see. This tablet is very similar in many aspects to the corrupted one we've been trying to gather and reassemble. For starters, the language on this tablet is the same as that which was written on Metis towns before it disappeared. The stone material is also very similar in nature. However, it does not seem to possess any corruptive energy. I was quite shocked when I found out that something like this was on display here. I only wish I had heard about it sooner. Just a few months ago, we discovered this tablet in an ocean trench not far from Atlantean City. It was surrounded by a series of murals that illustrate the ancient history of our planet and the lost city. They were preserved remarkably well for being underwater for so long. After weeks of poring over the murals, we have discerned their meaning to our best ability. Now take a journey through ancient history with me as we look upon these murals. The first mural depicts a great light which descends upon a desolate rock in space. The desolate rock represents our planet before any life existed. Therion? I don't know what that says. The great light represents a vessel carrying the original soul crystal known as the Soul Heart. Soul Burst is coming? Some theories suggest that the Great Light is nothing more than a large meteor which crashed into the earth. However, the tablet refers to the vessel carrying the Soul Heart as Levenos and suggests it may have actually been an ancient creature from another world. The Soul Heart was embedded into the earth and a network of soul crystals grew throughout the entire planet. This gave Levenos the power to fill the globe with life, crafting a habitable sphere to be home for its other creations. Both humans and Loomians were then created to live in harmony and to build a perfect utopia. Under the direction of Levenos, humans learned to harness the power of the Soul Crystal Network to build Levenos' kingdom. Together they forged a thriving kingdom of wondrous architecture and technology. Unfortunately, their prosperity did not last forever. One day, a foul, dreadful creature appeared on the earth and threatened all life thereon. I think that word is actually thereon. I was saying it wrong. It is described as a being of two parts: infectious corruption and insatiable hunger. I don't know if I said that correctly. This earned it the name Akuari, meaning the end of humanity. Akuari fed on the planet's soul crystal veins, absorbing its power. Akuari used this power to infect anything in its wake with a disease that corrupted the mind, turning humans and Loomians violent against one another. Feasting on soul crystals would leave the areas as lifeless and desolate as it had been before Levanos appeared. Eventually, all that remained of the soul crystals was the soul heart, which Levanos personally protected. This led to a fight of titanic proportions. In the end, Levanos knew it could not conquer Akuari. Using the power of the soul heart, Levanos unleashed an attack that left both it and Akuari mortally wounded. The few humans which survived this calamity found the incapacitated, I'm not even going to try and say that, remains of Levanos and Akuari. They managed to transplant Akuari's power into a depleted soul crystal and moved it somewhere far away. Levanos burrowed deep within the earth, where it is said it will slumber for eternity, wounded by its great battle. The remaining humans rebuilt the fallen kingdom using the soul heart as they were once instructed by Levanos. However, without guidance from Levanos, they were left to their own devices. This is all that is recorded upon Levanos' tablet and the accompanying murals. That is the history of the lost city. Very interesting. So wait, the corrupted tablet we've been searching for. Is a tablet that contains Akuari's power? That is precisely the same thought I had after learning all of this. I am nearly certain that they are one and the same. So the tablet we're searching for contains the same powers that almost destroyed the world. I suddenly don't feel so good. Keep in mind, this is just an ancient legend recorded on stone. It could be exaggerated or even made up. That may be true to some extent, but from what we've seen, the tablet really does possess the power to corrupt the mind. So we're chasing after the remains of an evil soul crystal, devouring power from a devastating clash between two alien creatures that are like thousands of years old. That sounds pretty cool, not gonna lie. Lucas! Not cool, bro. The situation is pretty serious. The story also mentions that the ancient people of the lost city tried rebuilding their civilization using the soul heart. What happened to them after that? That has been the primary focus of my work for some time now. It seems that no other records of theirs have survived the ages. Somehow the kingdom was swallowed up by the ocean, but it's unclear. Whether that happened before or after they met their demise. Thank you, Ben, for sharing all of this with us. No problem at all. And thank you for all that you have brought to the table. Before you came along, it was quite easy for me to think that all of this was nothing more than a legend. You have renewed my motivation to conduct research on this topic. Now we know the origin of the threat that we are fighting against. If only we knew what caused the tablet to break apart and fly away. Now that we're back in contact, I will share my further discoveries in relation to these events. I appreciate it. We'll share what information we find as well. Which reminds me, I need to continue my search for that tablet piece in the city. As I mentioned earlier, it's going to take a little more time. Is there anything you kids can do while you wait for me to finish? There are no more tours today. You're welcome to stay and explore the museum as long as you wish. Thanks for the offer. We actually had plans to go watch Star-Lord tackle the battle theater. challenge while we're in town. We've already got the tickets. Oh, that sounds like a wonderful idea. Would it be alright if I tagged along? I love to see how far Star-Lord has come since we battled at the laboratory. We'd love to have you come along with us. That's a great idea. I'll catch the battle on TV while I continue to locate the nearby chunk of Aquari's tablet. Alright, let's head to the battle theater then. See us there, Star-Lord. Good luck, champ, and have fun. Well, that was quite eventful. But there's some other stuff in here that we have not seen during the tour. And that would be all of these artworks up here, which were made by fans of the game. Okay, so we got one from Fairball Arts, Diamond Door Miner, Pandatronic, yeah, Tronic I think it was, Pine Nut Boy 123. Then we got Royal Nicole, or Nicole, I don't know what this thing. I know there are like different ways to pronounce that. And then over here we got Stargirl 686. Alright, and then over on this side we got I'm gonna say that's Kira's. Okay, and then we've got Orchid. I'm gonna say Orchid. Cookie, Alan, Speckles, and Forsaken Moons. And then there's also some Pokemon Brick Bronze references here as well in the museum. And those being... okay, those are the fossils over there. I'm looking for... oh, here they are. Yes, here they are. Here they are. Here they are. So we got the Brick Bronze UMV submarine along with the current Loomian Legacy submarine. And these over here are what we saw when you tried to get Colossotrops. Obviously there are more than what we had to look for, so I wonder how those are gonna come into play in the future. Over here we got Skellig, we got Colossotrops and Infernix, we got Durago and Joltooth. Over here we got a disc of some sort. And a triangle shape Lumiwatch. I think this is like the original designs for the Lumiwatch and the blue disc. Either way, this is all like relatively cool. Like I really like everything, dude. Shout out to all the artists that made these little art pieces here. Those are some really cool pictures, or cool artwork I should say. Anyways guys, I'm gonna end this video here for today. If you enjoyed, leave a like down below, subscribe if you're new, turn on notifications. This is the longest video I have posted in a long time, so again, hope you liked it. Click the link in the description to check out my Discord, my second channel, and my other socials. My name is Star_Lord2001, and I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye, and as always, have a great one. See you all later. Goodbye.